no forget unmute. I did not. I did not. There we go. Hang on. Ooh, there it is. Right then. I mean, you've done it before, Cube. True. If I've got a reputation, it's it's no fault of my own, I guess. Yeah. So welcome, welcome back. Apologies for the late start. I've been at my parents', been hanging out with Echo and Jane. We've all gone over. We had some chicken pie, some homemade chicken pie, courtesy of the old whammon, not Jane, the mother, which is nice. So yeah, how are we all doing, chat? Welcome. I'm quite tired, quite sort of chilling out. Not much happening on Planet Joe. Just yeah, having a good old time. Going to be playing some trucks tonight, just chilling out. It's going to be nice and casual, some casual shenanigans going on here. I didn't know Jane had 10 gifts. So I didn't know you whenever you gifted subs, Jane. How? When? I don't even remember. Hello, Q. Sounds like you're all good. I certainly am. Tactical Racer. I've had a very, very, very nice day. And yeah, I'm just getting ready to unwind with some Euro Trucks. Should be nice and chill, which is nice. Ages ago. It's alright, I guess. But yeah, how's everybody else doing? How are people doing on Planet Chat? The madness that it is. How are people doing? Hello, is it Spurno? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome. I gift a sub every now and again. You're a kind soul. Yeah, no, it's yeah, not been too bad myself. Just make sure I'm talking into the microphone there. Do let me know if that sounds okay or whether I sound a bit off or a bit quiet. New Warhammer box. I'm happy. Oh, did you get one, NCR? Fantastic stuff. I think Echo's got one as well. He managed to get one off eBay recently, which was good. I've just got to move my steering wheel ever so quietly. Do I play with Pro Mods? I do not play with Pro Mods, Toft. I just play the normal base game with a couple of DLCs. ASMR Joe inbound, I know, right? Euro Truck Stimulator. Oh, yes. Kappa Pride. Doing good for the most part. America pretty crazy, but what can you do? America is pretty crazy at the moment. We Europeans look on in horror, I'm afraid. Echo supporting the scalpers, apparently. There we go. Finally, somebody can get my name right. It's a rare treat. It doesn't happen to most people. Is the title meant to be in the wrong order? Yes. Yes, it is, Tink. It is to be brain, be no good. That is all. Yeah. So, yeah. So, hopefully everybody's keeping nice and well there. We're going to be jumping into a little bit of Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer. Do follow along at home, folks. If you do have it, I don't mind picking up a couple of people along the way. It's always nice to have some company driving around, which is nice. You normally get some angry Russians coming the other way. You're having a strong. That's the one. Lovely. So yeah, glad people are doing well, as I say. It's just been a nice, quiet, chill evening for me. Just been hanging out with the folks, hanging out with Echo, which has been nice. It's always nice to sort of see your mates, despite obviously furlough and, not being able to really see people. Just picked up the game. What is a good starting truck? I'm going to go out there, and it's obviously it's all down to preference and taste. I'm going to steer you away from Renaults. Because they get a lot of bad flack, and you will surely be chastised for choosing a Renault as your leading vehicle. But really, any other manufacturer, DAFs are good, Scanias are good, Volvos have quite a lot of power early on. So if you're looking to really get some power on the floor, the XL Globetrotter that the Volvo has, I will concede it is a good lorry. Hello there, thank you very much there too. Who is this lovely gentleman here? Indie Wizard with the party of 4, thank you very much. Welcome friends. Imagine being on furlough, I know, right? Get a Volvo like a champ. I don't know about champ, but yeah, get a Volvo like an angry yob, basically. Anything not a Renault, basically. Right. Looks good and good power, that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up the Truckers MP stuff. If I've got it all loaded up here. I don't know whether it needs an update, to be fair. It doesn't. I'm just going to pause that. I'm going to come down to... unsupported game version detected. So I need the old version, 137. Okay. You need help changing games. So I need version 137. Okay. Restart the music. I need to just update the game here. Or backdate the game, I should say. Looks like the multiplayer hasn't moved on to the new patch. So let me go to Properties, Betas, 137. I think that's that one, or is it 138? Well, we're yet to find out. Let's see whether that has whether that's got any clout. Hopefully it's quite a small update. My internet is actually good enough that it shouldn't, weird flex, but it shouldn't crash out or anything. It shouldn't lag too hard, he says as he starts to hemorrhage frames. Professional streamer indeed. Yeah, so apologies if I get a bit sort of sleepy or a bit tired and stuff. I've heard Squirrel has a deep hatred for Renault for some reason. Mr. Logistics. Mr. Squirrel Man. I don't know. A lot of people irrationally hate Renault. And they are garbage. But they're nice. They're nice. I like them. I like them because they're the underdogs. I like carving up angry Scanias and angry Volvo drivers in my little Renault if it's driven properly. There's a deep-seated hatred for when that happens, and will almost always result in some sort of jousting match from the other lorry, which is nice. For some reason, Scania never interested me, although I did get tempted by MAN, if only because that's the brand in Farming Simulator 15. Oh, man of culture. Yeah, I've driven a MAN before. I've got to be honest, I found them quite boring. Just personal preference. I also found they rolled really easily. Part of the reason I like my, as you're going to see it here, my bright pink sports lorry, is part of the reason that it doesn't roll very easily, which I'm infinitely a fan of. I really like the look of the Renault T, but with 500 horsepower it's not really that usable. It's not too bad. I mean, Jesus, the Renault I'm using is 460 horsepower. It's not bad, but it can't handle the really heavy loads. Like, it really does struggle on some of the uphills with some of the heavier stuff. It's just not designed for it. You like them because you're the only one within 100 miles that owns them. Exactly, Truck. They're rare. I'm a stickler for the rare stuff, apparently. Which is nice. Yeah, just chilling out, waiting for the game to start here, basically. You roll yours a lot, yeah. It's a curse we all have. You're not alone there. I'm just waiting for this to finally update. It's kind of just taking its sweet time. I wonder if it's doing the whole... Yeah, it's doing like hard drive stuff in the background while it writes on over. Yeah, it's just got to change some game files. Yeah, we're just chilling out. I drove a Renault van once and I'm pretty sure I could drive faster on my bicycle. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, they are like gutless pieces of shit, but I don't know, I still like them. I like them. They're the underdog, man. You don't expect them to do well, because they never do well. But, you know, I like that, man. It's great. So, yeah, no, I'm glad people are having nice days and stuff. I hope that, yeah, glad that people have been chilling out. Again, I would have done the stream just about, sort of, I would have started it sort of half an hour ago, but yes, with the trip over to my parents, it was, yeah, just a little bit difficult to start on time. It's just been nice hanging out with people. Have I updated to the right version? It looks like I have, at least for the moment. Looks good. Okay, it certainly sounds good. Let's pause the gameplay music. Let's try and scroll down until I can find a capture window. Not least this one. Let's get rid of that one, that one's up. Is this capturing any full screen application? Yes, I'm hoping this will hook into World of Trucks here, or Truckers MP, so it has. Excellent stuff. We're going to be jumping on Simulation 1 this evening, not the Pro Mod stuff in case anybody's wondering. And we're going to load in with Mr. Long Live Quebec. Level 18, Professional Trucker. Very, very nice. So yeah, we're just going to be hanging out with her. Yeah, just driving along. There she is. The fucking chat chose this one. World of Trucks lost connection, did it? Connect. The service is not compatible with the current version of the game. Please check when the new patch is available for the game. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like World of Trucks is not connected currently to the latest version of the multiplayer, which is a bit of a faff. What can we do, though? So, let's load on into the game first of all. Click Drive and we'll load into Simulation 1. And then we'll go from there. Is that the base game portrait or one you added yourself? It's definitely... I don't look that handsome, White Rhino. It's a big shame, but it's true. It's true. I'm a lot more baby-faced. Well, the weather's crap instantly, so let's take a look at where we are then. I don't think we're actually hooked up to this. I think we just parked here. Let's take a look. Are we in Sweden? We normally are in Sweden. Yeah, we're over here in Odense. Let's see where we can go then. So, miles sort of distance. We've got one to Bergen, all the way up in Norway there. I'm kind of looking to get out of this area here. I kind of want to hit the road if I can. We've got Cambridge. I think Duisburg's going to be a nice one. Some luxury SUVs. We'll have quite a lot of Europe at our fingertips if we go down through Duisburg here. So I think we're going to go this way with luxury SUVs. Doesn't pay the most. It doesn't pay the least either. It should be a nice drive. So yeah, we'll take this fragile, high delivery order, or important order, over that way. Alright then, round we go. Yes, we are in a hideous fucking pink truck here, but it's not too bad. I've got the best gearbox on this thing, which gives me a couple of extra gears. I think a couple of crawler gears as well, which is nice. We want to come right out of here. In fact, I think what I probably want to do is just go to the garage first of all. I'm just going to go left out of here. And we're just going to pull into the garage that's just a little bit further ahead of us. And then we're just going to repair the truck, because as I remember it, we are a little bit damaged. God, really good on the brakes there, Jesus. Good stuff. Well, the trucks won't work with the game while it's backdated at the moment. Okay, shouldn't be an issue then. We'll just wait for the game to get updated. So we're going to be doing lots of freight market stuff. Going to be a lot of high-speed players in and about. What can you do? Does the horn work? Let's check it out. Definitely still the new horn version. Get a bit of power on, shall we? Just need to adjust where the pedals are. I'm gaming in my slippers today. That should be a bit of an interesting affair. And the steering wheel isn't quite lined up with the screen, which is nice. It's just slightly off-center, which is always fun to be driving with. If I wasn't disoriented before, I definitely am now. Probably should change up a few gears. Piston heads pounding my arse to pieces there while I rev the engine that high. Then we'll jump around there. Gamer slippers, $9.99. That's it. Lovely stuff. Let's see what is going on out here then. I was tempted to like get a different truck, but really I'm not sure. Let's repair the damage. I mean, do I owe the bank any money at the moment? Let's have a look. Go in here. The bank. Where is the bank? There's the bank. I currently have no loans. I could try and... I mean, do I want to get a different truck? I like me Renaults. The only other Renault truck that's available, if I just click, you know, visit dealer, Rostock or whatever. Driving in slippers, the Chav starter pack. I did drive briefly one of these lorries. One of these ones, the Sleeper series, and they were quite nice to be fair in and of their own right, but I found they were very top heavy. One of the advantages that this lorry has is that it's not as tall, and it's got a much lower centre of mass to the ground, so it's much less sort of aggressive, if you like, on the in and around that. I actually really do like that racing skin. I don't know whether I might put that on, to be honest. Pounding my ass to pieces, certainly pulled me out of my food coma. And that it would crazy, let me tell you. But I don't know whether... I do actually really like this skin. It's a 2010. We're kind of coasting on that championship there. It's been a while. But it's a nice skin, isn't it? It does look nice, all things considered. I don't know whether I might actually go back and put this on, especially with the racing tyres. What the hell is with this purple truck? It was chosen by chat. I might get it changed. But yes, anyway, the advantage of the... I think this is the Renault Premium. Nothing premium about it, but the advantage of the Renault Premium is that the cab is very low to the ground, which means you're less likely to roll. The centre of mass is quite low. On like this lorry, compared to this one, you're just a little bit higher up, and that means the lorry's just a little bit more likely to lean. You also get the high mileage fuel tanks on this, which is very, very nice, but you do have to drive it more sensible. Yeah, 2010 was ages ago, Profane. It's kind of scary because the 80s was 40 years ago, not 30 or 20 years ago as I remember it. The 80s was 40 years ago now. Been a long time, man. Able to upgrade the piece of shit engine? No, the piece of shit engine that I have, as we will demonstrate here, is top level. I've got it absolutely maxed out, I have. So if I go truck configuration and engine, I'm at the top. Capped out with a 460 HP Euro 5 engine, 460 DXi, because why not slap a little I on the end? So yeah, this is it. This is as powerful as this lorry gets. Still a piece of shit, basically. Why not the Magnum? I'm not a big fan of the Magnum. I don't know. It's not a huge fan of it. I suppose I could have a look at it if nothing else. Every time you stream this, I remind myself you made a Euroslut simulator joke in a bullshittery. There you go. What can you do? Isn't the torque more important for towing than horsepower? True. Yeah, it's how much grunt your lorry has. I've got to be honest, I don't really understand torque. It's one of my many failings. Euro 5 not good. New DLC cyanides, mum. Terrible business. Cannot profane Mr. Cyanide's mother. I mean, you can. There's nothing stopping you, but you can't. It's a terrible affair. I don't even know. There's a vehicle browser. Could just have a look at truck browsings. I probably will need to log into the server again at this rate, because we're just this is kind of the Los Santos Customs portion of the stream. Yeah, we've got the Renault T, and then we've got the Magnum. Now, not really much for the Magnum. The Excellence cab. How does it look on the inside? I mean, it doesn't look awful. It looks pretty awful, to be fair. That kind of cheap, sweaty plastic. That's pretty dire in there, actually. The Route 66 edition. What is the main difference? Is it just the chairs again? Yeah. Literally no different. Just the same sweaty, cheap plastic. Horsepower is how fast you hit the wall. Torque is how long you take the wall with you. That's quite a nice way of putting it, actually. But yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff in here. The gearbox on this one, or the speed, is 520, so it's a little bit better, which is nice. But if we come over to the Renault T, with the high sleeper module, this guy, well, actually only has a 520 in as well. Which is interesting enough in its own right. I mean, we could have a look at like different like manufacturers or whatever, but I don't know, I'm weirdly attached to my Renaults. I did drive some MANs before. Took me a little while. I've not seen this one before. Is this a new one, the Euro 6? I've only driven the TGX. TGX had a fair bit of grunt at 680 horsepower. This thing's got some bark. But it's quite a mundane thing to drive. Like, I drove the MAN. There wasn't much personality in here. There wasn't much character. Speaking of Magnums, which Halo game is your favourite? I've only ever played Reach and Combat Evolved. I've never played any of the other ones. I did see all the memes of the new Magnum from Halo Infinity. Apparently, as someone who's not an avid Halo player, a lot of people are very upset about Halo Infinity, as far as I can see. We do have DAFs. Do we dare get a DAF? Only 510. It's not the most amazing grunt, but I've been told the cabs in the DAF, well, they are quite nice. I did drive some M4. It's true. You can quote me there. I do wonder. What do I do? I did drive an Iveco before now as well, and that wasn't too bad, but this one definitely had a roly-poly problem as well. More so the highway than the Stralis. Yeah, the Stralis wasn't too bad, but again has the whole sweaty, cheap plastic thing going on. Which, I mean, isn't too bad in of its own right, but again, it didn't really have that much. I mean, it's got a 560. It's got more bark than your average lorry. I mean, how do you tell? Is the 2,500 the amount of torque? Is that? I'm guessing that's Newton meters of torque at those RPM. I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of the Mercedes for whatever reason. It's a normie truck, big re. It's why I like the Scanias. Ugh. No, it's why I like me Renaults, to be honest, because they are a bit of a wild card. Right. If you want horsepower, you should take Volvo. I can't do it, man. Everybody takes these. Everybody takes the angry Volvos. And they do have enormous engines in. At like 750 horsepower. Like, these things can fucking haul ass. They're like monsters. But I don't like being the angry yob. It's not for me. Higher is better, but some balance is nice, yeah. So I'm like of two minds, really. I could jump in this guy. In the knowledge that he does roll a bit more. And the cab is actually quite nice in here. And you do get a few versions. You get like the black executive version. You also get the UK normal version. And then there's like the exclusive, which as far as I can tell changes absolutely nothing apart from like the smallest bit of dashboard there. So that's the executive, and then the executive in black in the UK version. I mean, which is nice in and of its own right. I mean, we did try and drive in this lorry before. The gear shifting was a little bit strange in it. But now that we've got the top engine, maybe it'll be worth it. So that's 2,550 Newton meters of torque. What about in the premium here? 2,200. Quite a low RPM in this, actually. You get quite a lot of torque at quite low RPMs, which is nice. Which is maybe why I was used to it. What's the highest? I'm guessing it's the T series, maybe the Magnum. Let's have a look. So that's 2,550 between, and it's quite high revs for that. Wonder who the better driver is. It's definitely me, the person without a driver's license. plays like spin tires. T-Series? Yeah, they've infected this game as well. Yeah, the Renault T. I don't know why I'm so. I don't know why I'm drawn to the Renault T. I don't know why. Got an okay little engine there, quite high revs. Cockpit is way too hard to clean for a trucker, I suppose. You got all of these. You got your different speeds, retarder, and everything like that. +2 speeds at the start. I don't know whether I'd go with that one. It's got a couple of crawler gears for hill starts and hill climbs and stuff, but I don't know whether I'd go with it. Probably not. Maybe it's because I'm a masochist. Who knows? Who knows? Off topic, but why does your voice sound like the satisfying pourings of honey? I really can't tell you. It's the one I was born with. I can't get a new one. I can't change it. I can't trade it in. I gargle with a bag of gravel every morning. What? I think that's the secret. I mean, do I take an Iveco out? Like, seldom do I ever actually drive the Ivecos. Because they're like cheap, horrible things. Well, I suppose the... Oh, look at that sweaty plastic fabric looking thing. Ugh. And that one's got 2,500 Newton meters of torque. So that's not bad. I mean, it's not awful. What about like the amount of axles and stuff like that? It's got a tag lift, it's got a 2x4. That would have a fair bit of grunt behind it, wouldn't it? What, no DAF? It's rugged and utilitarian. I suppose I should really get on with the stream, to be honest. We've been faffing around for a little while. I'm just tempted to get a new truck is all. Do I see people are hating on the Renault again? I like me Renault. Check the old Mercedes. I think it looks good with the low cab. Let's have a look. The old Mercedes. I guess it's this one. Maybe. That one. Don't know about that. That one with the low cab. I suppose that has a certain charm to it. I'm not a big fan though. I like the big sweeping sort of roof box things. Get a new truck. What's a couple of 100,000? Yep, the bank can fleece me. Once again. Scania Streamline. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep representing Renault in a nice way, but I'm going to make my truck look a bit nicer, I think. I'm going to make it more of a pleasure to drive. I'm going to get rid of all this horrible pink shit that I've got on it. So let's have a look. Leather interior. I'm going to keep driving this one, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. Pink vomit hue, apparently. Because I know it's got the racing skin on it. A style, darling, apparently. So that's the Renault. Oh, God. That already looks 1,000 times better. Instantly 1,000 times better. After I saw you playing Papers, Please, I bought it and friggin' no life that game until 6 AM. What have you done? I apologise, Swagcannon. Just an information, you got kicked for your inactivity. Thank you, Austin. I will log back in once we've done this small amount of truck customization here, which is nice. Those wheels, though, I know, right? Proper eyesores. Let's change those out if we can. Let's have a look here. We've got like different chrome variants. We've got the Fury, which I quite like. Pacific. Yeah, I like the chrome. Everything's chrome in the future. Yeah, that's not too bad. I could live with that for a little bit. And the actual hubcap itself. Yeah, we could come back in there. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, that doesn't look horrendous. It doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look awful. So I think I could live with that for a little bit. I'd probably be tempted to actually take off the little hubcap topper thing. There we go, that looks a bit more sensible. Manliest truck ever. We could even get a bull bar on it. Do I dare? Get a bull bar. I forget which bull bar looked nice on this. I think it was the Champion. Yeah, because it kind of like encompassed that all really well. I don't think I'll put lights on it, but I think I will at least put a bull bar on. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Do I get some like sick-ass fucking Volcano? God, they look awful, don't they? Manliest truck ever. I don't know about that. I could put Quebec up on here, couldn't I? This is my side. Ooh. This is Quebec's cab. That's the one. That's it. think that's nice. Just got me up and over there, which is great, on the driver's side, right-hand side. I think this is good, actually. I might roll with this. Let me just check the stairs out. Can I get some nice ones? The Ranger. Yeah, we'll get some Ranger steps on. Do we chrome up the door handles? Do I dare? Aluminium. Positively sickly. I might stay with the black stuff. Ninja looks a bit nicer. Get ninjas again. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Not quite as awful. Quebec's bitch on the passenger side. Can't say that, face tag. A terrible, sickeningly pink. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It looks quite nice. I think I could roll with that. I think that looks nice. That is presentable in public. I could show that in public and not be ashamed. I think. Put our little thing down there. I'm not sure. Dragonfly. Oh my god, that looks way too much, man. Way too much. Samurai. Samurai Jack. It's not awful looking. It's not amazing though. Oh yeah, the premium, little premium bar across the top of the Ranger. God, that is positively disgusting. God, that looks awful. I think I prefer the racing one. There is like a different stack that I can get. I think it's also called Ranger. I think I get it around the level 22, 23 mark. I think if I get rid of that. I think that looks quite nice actually. We could roll with this. You have no money. True. I think I'm confirming order. Not enough money. I think I've just, like, done all of that and I don't have any money to do the... Okay, well, at least I know what I want. If I click leave, yes. I've got to, like, go into... I spent all of that time customizing, but I didn't actually have the money from the bank. So let's do that. Right. Bank. Dealers. Yeah, I kind of got ahead of myself there. Bank, I don't know how much money I need. I'll take out 80,000. You only need like 15. Okay, look, I'm taking out 80,000. That's just in case, you never know. Look at that, it's beautiful. It's awful. It is beautiful in and of its own right, but it's also awful. Right, so we'll put the racing skin back on because I like me racing skin. It actually looks weirdly nice. I do enjoy it. So the 4x2 we'll keep. We'll keep that 16 speed with the retarder, which is nice. Yeah, we'll keep all of that on, and then it's just a case of undoing all of the eyesores that were on here before. Keep that there. Champion, that's the one. Then we'll put Quebec back over here. That's the ticket. Lovely stuff. And it's down here, just fixing the absolute eyesore. That is these wheels. And then we are good to go. Standard chromes. Chop those off. And then I think that was everything, wasn't it? That was all we experimented with. We just got to change this thing to the racing one. And then that is that. That should have enough bark for our bite there. Very good. Other guy is still in the shop customizing, I know, right? It's a terrible thing, but we'll get there. Stock sides, chrome on the sides, that looks really nice. I'm happy with that. Anything else in the cab that I want? Don't think so. Again, we've got all of the gearboxes that I can get here. Right then, confirm order. Apart from a small change to the wheels, pretty much all of that is sorted then. So that's there. Probably what I want to do now is quit out of the game. Like so. Then just quickly log back in again, so that I can reconnect to the server, and then we're good to start our trucking. When it comes to transmissions, what is a retarder? I think it's like an engine brake. Truthfully, I don't know. The Briar says, "Hey Q, how are you and Jania? I've just had a hell of an evening sorting out a leaking radiator. Oh dear. Now I get to watch you drive way too fast, and somehow that's calming me. I don't know. For some people, it gives them crippling anxiety. It's like an engine brake, is it? Lovely. There we go. We'll just get this fired up again. It makes you retarded. You can't say that's a gamer word. That's a gamer word. Can't say that on the internet. Yeah, Nosebag's got it right. Way too fast is relative if you're driving a Renault. See, a lot of hate for the Renault. A lot of hate. There's a lot of hate for the Renault. Right, let's jump on in. Reconnect to server 1 there, or simulation 1. And once we're established, let's see if there's any time left to go and collect that job. I'm hoping so, but we'll see once it loads in. And my cube hydrate. Definitely so. Let's fire up the windscreen wipers. Everything's repaired, everything's sorted. Lorry looks good. Let's rock and roll then. Around the corner we go. Providing that we've still got enough time to do that job, we should be fine. Time shouldn't have travelled too fast in-game here, which is great. And let's whip it round, and good to go. Oh, it's okay. Off to a cracking start. Okay. Through we go. Round the corner, and then, yes, we're going down to Duisburg, if anybody's wondering. We've just got to collect an order of SUVs, luxury SUVs, and then we should be good to go. It looks like part of the reason that I do like this truck so much is because it actually has quite a lot of torque at low revs, which is great. Because I tend not to rev too high in this thing, he says, as pistons are dancing on the bonnet. Not that we have a bonnet. Yeah, this truck, I like it. It's like the rev counter just sort of, and sort of the optimum sort of revs to get the best torque out of the engine just seems to agree with the sort of shifting of my gearbox here. I don't have to, like, it just, sequentially it just works really well. Is this multiplayer? Yes, it is. This is the multiplayer version. It is a mod, a multiplayer mod. I will say it's not an officially supported thingy-madoohickey. Round we go. If anybody wonders why I don't check left and right, I actually just use the map, which is a little bit cheatsy, but there's blue... Oh, unable to find any jobs. Nothing in the external contract. Unable to find jobs. Now what on earth is that about? Are there any quick jobs? There are quick jobs. Freight market. Freight market. From here. Oh, Jesus. So it looks like they've shifted. They have changed slightly. 20 tons of dryers. That's really good price per distance. I'm going to do that. Tandem trailer. 16,000. That's worth a small fortune. I'm going to do that. But that's very good for the price per distance. It looks like I'm going back. Looks like the order that I was here to collect has disappeared on me. The millennial's bane, it's true, fried pickle. Swing the wheel around. And off we go. Back over there. I think it's right next to the fucking thing. So yeah, we're doing a urgent delivery articulated trailer. Should be nice for XP. It's paying £69 a mile, which is very good for the distance. Can't argue with that. And it should be good XP. With all of the specials attached to it, which is nice. And we don't get to drive articulated trailers very often. They can be quite heavy. But, yeah, we'll do from there. Well, can you drive as an asshole BMW, Ben Shout? You will find out in the very, very near future. I do tend to drive as a bit of an angry yob in this. There we go. If you do hear some whining in the background, like a weird, like, wow noise, which isn't my impression of Garfield the cat, it's actually just the force feedback on the steering wheel I'm using. Force feedback kind of being like a weird go-between. It's kind of like it's baby's direct drive. It's not bad though. It has its perks. Is that the speed limit? Is it speed limit? Yeah, speed limit is a mere guide. Like, God, how am I fucking gonna have any room for this? It's a good thing that there's like very little in the way of, like, I can no clip. Right. Turn the wheel all the way this way. Nope. Need to change all the way down to reverse gear. Even then, it's probably going to be a bit of a struggle. I probably will need to line up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to need to line up. What's going to be the best way to do this? Do I need to go, like, probably straight? Straight-ish. Then whip it round that way. Stop again. Barely fits in the fucking depot here. Oh, all the whining. Am I on? I think I'm on. There it is. Get that locked in. Change gears. Let's take a look at this order a bit more closely. So we've got 6 hours to deliver it. 20 tons. So it's not the lightest load in the world, for sure. So let's go on and put some music. The inaugural Space Trip 2. Space Trip 2. Get that on. Very nice. Awesome stuff. Tab back in, and then let's rock and roll. Should just be on in the background, it's just background music. Do you use advanced coupling mode? I don't think I do. If that's a setting you need to enable, then no. If it's a setting that's on by default, yes. What these articulated trailers are like. This is a really big articulated trailer. Just clipping the grass a little bit there. Look at the length of this road train. Look at it! Look at it! It's obscene. Awesome stuff. Nice. Not too bad. Right, so we'll pull around to the left there, and then we are good to go. Yeah, this is going to be an absolute bastard to drive. It should make for some interesting viewing at the very least. Right then, let's see if we can... Yeah, it's very long. Very, very long. So yeah, like I say, how are people in chat doing? Like I say, I've had a nice chicken dinner, which is good. Apparently echoes lactose intolerance, which is a new thing. The on-ramps will be painful, that is true, especially with 20 tons. Doing a little bit of left foot braking. This is obviously a racing truck here. Take quite a wide line here. A little bit too wide, must be honest. Who needs that sign anyway? It's a good start. Just watched Hunt for the Red October with a buddy. Now drinking. Ah, Jimmy Ray, lovely. What's your poison of choice? Take the sign with me. The sign's a souvenir. I like to take a souvenir with me wherever I go. Sometimes it's a sign, and normally it's a fine for the damages. Very nice. She's climbing up to speed relatively well, considering it's 20 tons. It's not too bad. Take a little while to get there, but she should have enough power to get us up. Cobra. Ideally, you won't be posting YouTube links if that's alright. Boring laundry here? Ah, such as it is. Laundry day. There we go, we'll change in. We're now in top gear. 56 mile an hour. We're going to be climbing above. For anybody wondering why we're going over the speed limit, it's kind of an unwritten rule on the multiplayer where you just go the top speed limit of your truck. It's just kind of the thing. There we go. Cheers, Catler. Was it dodgy shit, was it, Catler? There we go, nice bib from the guy from across the road. Ah, it's an advertisement, I see. Oh no, did Echo get the diarrhea? No, he's he gets like bad stomach pains if he has like lactose stuff. He's not entirely sure what caused it or when exactly he started getting those pains and stuff. It's just something that he's noticed over time. So yeah, it's been quite chill sort of... it's been quite nice hanging out with him today. Baked a red velvet cake for my mum's birthday. I'm planning to do that as well. And then did a barbecue. Thankfully the weather stayed clear till done. God, you've had a suspiciously similar day to what I'm planning to have. Wait, it's really sort of pulling this truck back a little bit, but we are trying to keep up some of the momentum as we climb here. We do have a truck closing in on the rear. Hopefully we'll be able to stay a little bit ahead. Hi, where am I driving? We are going into Sweden on a short haul, which is nice. Just finished learning for my maths test on Monday. Here to relax a bit before going to sleep. We're happy to have you, Roy. Speed coming up here. I think just going to fire up the full beams here, because I'm pretty sure there are some fast lanes here that I can go through. Is this a fast lane ahead of me? I think it is. Can't see any barriers. Continue on the fast lane. Small toll road. For a crippling £207. It's not too bad. I should probably pay off a little bit of my loan when I get there. I'm near there now, okay? Okay to join? Well, I mean, yeah, if you want to slot on in on a convoy, like. Not too bothered. Not necessarily a strict convoy thing going, but yeah, if you want to drive sort of roughly in the same direction as me, that is great. I'd really appreciate no truck-sized or truck-shaped torpedoes. That would be swell. Yeah, you can see we're up at full speed here, and she's sort of holding her drink, bless her. She's not too bad, this little Renault. I do like her, as I swerve all over the road. Let's just change the sat-nav there so I can kind of see what's up ahead. Very nice. Slight downhill gradient here, but it's not too bad. Actually, this is uphill. And it's nice to see if our engine will be able to handle this. Not really. She is struggling a little bit. There we go. Well, she kind of held it. It's not too bad. Like I say, 20-ton order, so what can you do? We're doing okay for fuel as well. We're just over the halfway point, sort of 60% fuel. Sort of 3/5 of a tank. Not bad at all. That's a fast truck. Can't it go faster? No. The server has a hardline limit of 68 miles an hour or 90 kilometers an hour, I believe. So we cannot go any faster than this unless we were to play on an arcade server, by which point, well, they're like fucking, it's just a Fiesta on the arcade servers and barely anyone plays it, and surely half of the fun of Euro Truck is bumping into random strangers as you drive along. Where am I on there? I'm just going into southern Sweden right now, Mr. Catlett. Just going to give it a little bit of brake as I turn in here. That's probably a little bit too much brake. That's alright. Sports lorry should be able to handle this up. We're just going to change down a couple of gears here. Give it a bit more power as we come through this uphill. There it is. Not losing speed quite as quickly as we come up here. Again, 20-ton load on the back. We will struggle with some of the uphills. It's not a 6x4 even, so we've only got obviously a single powered axle at the back, and that does struggle with the extra weight going up these steep hills here. She is dropping speed fairly robustly, but again, it's to be expected. This is quite a heavy load for a single axle. But it keeps the manoeuvrability up, and I do prefer the manoeuvrability over the raw frontline speed. Very nice, we'll change over again. Just try and keep the needle in the green as best we can. There is your man behind us. Very, very good. Ooh, a little bit of hard shoulder there. Raid Catlett incoming. Gets the mil-spec helmet, it's true. Good old Catlett man. Now, which one of these is the high speed? Not these ones. Oh no, that was those ones over there. I guess I'm slowing down for this. Landed myself in the rabbit trap here. Come on. There we go. Let's see if we can pull away. Still pulling away. Not too bad. Not too bad off the line. She does struggle a little bit, but it's not too bad. Looks like we've got a right-hand turn coming up here, so I'm going to slot in behind you, man. Or slot in over here, I should say. Let's see where this is going up close. Going up here, apparently. Very nice. Just keeping on that power as best I can. 44 mile an hour, there and thereabouts. Very nice. And out onto this dual carriageway here. Very tight turn. It's going to be quite difficult to flip this lorry because of how much weight and just how many contact points with the ground we have. It's going to kind of force us upright, which is nice. Speed is climbing again, which is awesome. So yeah, I've got no real aim in chat today. Just going to be chilling out, driving some of the distance, which is nice. And yeah, just generally having a good time, basically. Change up to the next gear here. That is an island. Try not to destroy my gearbox. A little bit late on the indicator there, but better late than never. Slow down for the red here. We're currently in this city. This could be it, actually. I think this is actually our drop-off coming through here, which is nice. I suppose the wet weather doesn't do us any favours either, so... You make it be really hard to flip this truck. Yeah. Watch. Hold my beer. Watch this. There it is. Right. Oh, can't quite get on the indicator there in time. A bit of a two-handed job steering through there, so we'll just have to pretend that we did indicate. Change up a little bit, try and get some power. Looks like we're not actually delivering to here. We're going to be passing through. I think this is the ferry port. Oh, we'll stop here. It's not too bad. I wonder if your man hit us behind then. Don't think he did. No, I think he's alright. Good to have you in, Mr. Phoenix. Just creep forward a little bit. There we go. Boot full of power. There we go. Climb through the gears nicely. Awesome stuff. Hello, Petra. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How you faring? Good. This simulator is highly inaccurate. You can't pick up and murder prostitutes. That is probably not appropriate for a Twitch game. Although, I suppose if you did want the ultimate trucking experience. Though I must say, Blade is a genuine trucker, and I don't think he murders many prostitutes. So I will fight Blade's corner against defamation. I'm there. Which way are you heading? I don't know. It's top secret. Chat, don't tell him. I don't know, he could tell him. It's going to be angry sword fighting. Very good stuff. Tebow, thank you very much for the raid. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Would you try VR for this game? Well, I actually quite like playing the multiplayer, and you cannot do VR in the multiplayer because it requires sort of add-ons and stuff that are not whitelisted by the launcher for this game, because obviously you don't want people hacking and doing weird shit like blowing everybody up and stuff. So you can't do VR on the multiplayer. I guess I could try it in the single player, but I don't know. We'd have to see. He'd murder me for dishonouring truck drivers. It's true, it's true. Right then. Myself and Tebow say hi. Well, hello, Manatee. Yeah, I'm glad. Hopefully you're keeping well, Mr. Manatee. Right. I'm going to try and stay reasonably on the straight and narrow here. Keeping the speed reasonably high here. Which is nice, just got to keep the speed up. Oh, it's a big turn. It wasn't too filled with drama though. The 20 tons that we got in the back are kind of keeping us planted into the road here, which is nice. Kind of take some of these corners at speed. Speed limits of 31 are to encourage people not to drive too fast on roads that are not designed for them. As you can see, a lot of these corners are quite tight because you are meant to be travelling at a modest 43 kilometres or 43 miles an hour. I'm doing nearly double that, or almost double that. Which is, well, there's no other word for it, irresponsible. As soon as we get to where we need to go, this will be dropped off nicely, and we'll be in golden shape. You've been locked onto, have I? Target acquired. Thank you very much there for the 20 bits, though. Hurrah for Euro Trucks. I'm glad you're a fan, Mr. Manatee. Now, you're going to forgive me, Manatee, here, because I might be making assumptions that are beyond my tiny brain, but are you Tebow's other half? Am I getting confused? I'm Neil Malmo, you nearly there? I don't even know where I'm fucking going, to be honest, chat. Somewhere in Meatball Country. Right, see? Yes, this is a UK layout. There's a bit of an identity crisis, this truck. This is a UK layout from a truck for a UK layout truck that was bought in Germany and is registered in the Netherlands. So yeah, this truck is having a bit of an identity crisis. Try not to go too fast down here, just feathering left foot and right foot. We want left hand here. Out and around we go. Back on the power here. A little bit of a beep from your man. Change into the right hand lane. You, sir, are correct. I am the infamous other half of Tebow. Oh, well, no worries, mate. Do you stream at all? Do you do the stream things?
Yeah.
For I would like to follow you. And, yes, in a strictly platonic, non-awkward way. Don't look behind me. Okay. I'll try not to. There we go, pulling into the city here. I think this is the edge of the city. It's hard to know exactly where I am. Yeah, thank you very much on to Sit On Stock. Is it Stocks? I have to forgive me if I'm getting that name wrong there. Stocks Face. Very kind. One day I will, maybe. One day. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. You definitely should. It's nice to hang out and stuff. It's nice to hang out with weird people in chat there. You don't know Stocks? No? No, I don't, I'm afraid. I'm an awfully sheltered... I'm old before my time. I'm an old soul. I do not know things, unfortunately. It's odd that you can buy a right-hand drive truck in Germany in the first place. Well, I suppose... I guess trucks... I don't know whether trucks aren't made to order, surely. I think I'm getting a bit confused there. But surely they have a reserve of right-hand drives for the weird English people in the world. Surely. There we go. On your head be it if I do. It's a risk I'm willing to take. What I need to do is just engage the cruise control and just kick my pedals in the right direction. There we go. Just so I can actually... It's kind of weird fucking driving with slippers on. I can't really feel the pedals. And they do slide around on my carpet. I've got like the world's slippiest carpet. I don't know why. It just doesn't hold the pedals in place. Which is a bit odd, to say the least. Right-hand drive. Nice one. Hang on. It's in here somewhere. No? It's that. Oh, shit. There we go. Don't snare drum and drive, chat. Very nice. Island DLC when? I don't actually know if there's ever going to... I missed me turning. Yep. I think... Oh my god, where is this game wanting me to go right now? Where is it wanting me to go? Holy god. Where does it... I think... I can't really... Remove slippers will solve that problem. Okay, I think I will. Kick them out. Ooh. Over there. God, this game wants me to go a very, very long way, and then it wants me to come back the way I came on this road. I'm going to do what they call in the industry a highly illegal maneuver. I'm going to try and do a U-turn if I can. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to give everybody hazards to let them know that illegal things are going on. No one even knew. No one ever knew. Lovely, we're back on the straight and narrow now. Where's the traffic? The traffic isn't rendered in the multiplayer. The traffic isn't rendered here. Which is nice. I wonder if your man did a U-turn as well here. I wonder if this is the guy that I came out with. Cube hydrate? I'll try and squeeze a cube hydrate in. I do need to drink more water, actually, so I appreciate the effort, car. Wow, big drink. That's it. I look away, I do not see. There you go. I appreciate your covertness there, Mr. Chair, or not a chair, I should say. Put hazard on, let everyone know that you fucked up your turn, that's it. It is the right of shame. There he is, Mr. Austin Phoenix. Yeah, I think he missed his turn as well. Well, I think He was just following me. The blind leading the blind, I think. There it is. Change down, so we've got more than just a slight gurgle from the engine. Oh. Doing a little indicator dance there in front. It's not too bad. There it is. Just at the red light here. Slow it down. Come on, Austin, find your gears. Oh, cucked me with the full stop. There we go. Round and to the right. I got my windscreen wipers on for like no reason. Only a very, very light deluge coming around here. Very nice. A light deluge, there's an oxymoron. I'm hot on the scene, is he? Scoop McLean, Mr. Cattler. Hot on the scene. Very nice. Good stuff. Now we find out exactly where the depot is that we're trying to get to. We're going straight over from the look of it. Round we go. Oh, not very much grip from the wheels there. Kind of lifted. Wasn't too bad. I am pulling into this depot from the look of it. Going to give it a very, very wide berth as we come in, as not to clip the fence too hard. There we go. Joy button. Where do you want me to place it? Over there. That I can do. Change down a little bit. And let's crawl on in here. Very nice. Just got to crawl in and around there. Tandem has avoided the trailer, which is nice. Hot on the scene. Cube Reed, that's me. Cube Blind and Cube Reed could be just put into one emote, couldn't it? Could save an emo slot there. Whoop! Big burp, little burp. Jane would be disappointed. That was a 1 out of 10. I'll have to live with that. I don't know. Jane makes up for my lack of burps. And now I've got to reverse with a fucking articulated trailer. This is going to be an exercise in not being terrible. Brought to you by the world's most terrible man. I mean, that isn't going awfully. I'm kind of on that. That is called speaking too soon. Has anyone seen Jack's knife? He dropped it here. I see him. Have I been spotted, have I? I think probably. Just need to straighten up there. And I've gone and ruined it. It's true. I think I just wiggled the weird too much there. Here come the scissors. It's true. No, 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 no. Nope, 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 nope. I'm just trying to get that rear trailer to line up. I don't even know where the rear trailer is. I think I'm going to have to come out and come round again. I think for my shame, someone tell Blade I've been very dishonourable. Parking those tandems is a nightmare. All those articulated trailers. We're coming round again. Did Cattler crash into a tree? I think... Ask 8Ball. Did Cattler crash into a tree? Blade is streaming. Don't tell him of my transgression. There we go. Since when was Euro Truck multiplayer? There's a mod called Truckers MP there, Mark. Let's go in again, and this time make less of a pig's ear of it as we... Oh my god, here he is. I hear the sound of an angry yob. Oh my god, there he is. Stock Yoda is here. Okay. Now, how do I not make the trailer go that way? Because it's going out of bounds, and I can't follow it. I don't know. It's just... I don't know how to not make it go that way. How do I not make it go that way? I don't know. I don't know how to reverse an articulated trailer. I literally got no idea. Stock Yoda says, my truck is beyond buggered. Turn the trailer the opposite way. That doesn't help. That's just maddening the unhelpful. I'm going to try and get it as straight as I can by just sort of bumping the wall there. One of these changes down the gears. That one. Somewhere in here there's reverse. There it is. Okay. 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 No, she's losing it. She's losing it. Look at it! Why? Why does it do that? How are you supposed to reverse these things? I think I know what I need to do, but it's like... Oh, it's a faff. So I need to turn... I need to kind of get the ass of the trailer out that way, if I can. Oh, I don't know how... I don't have enough... I don't have enough room. I have to come in again. You don't reverse them. I think that's the key, isn't it? I have to go in again. This is referred to as a pro gamer move. I hope you're ready to see me do this first try. Use the first trailer as a point of reference. I don't think it will make too much of a difference, to be honest. I've got to like come in at a much steeper and flatter angle. So like this. Well, that's probably a little bit too steep. This is an urgent delivery as well. It's going to take me. It's going to take me ages. Okay. So in we come. Not bad. Not bad. Can we get this guy in like so? Oh! Oh, we had it. Okay. Back up just a tiny bit. Keeping the wheel as straight as I can. There it is. We got it. They urgently need those 20 tons of dryers. Apparently so. There it is. Quite a bit of bonus XP for all of the extra shiz that we had on board there. Very nice. Gets us most of the way towards level 19, which is great. Right then. Let's have it. First try. First try. It's true. Okay, so let's see where we can go then. So... there's a big order down to that's a very big order. Wowee. In terms of outright price, that is the Hail Mary here. There's a ton of apple. There's tons of apple. 31 tons of apples. Jesus Christ. I think we're going to do... I think we could go to Hamburg. That's a important delivery. It's another It's another tandem. Another articulated trailer. Empty barrels. £54 a mile. That one's £60 a mile. But I don't like going further into Sweden just because it's easy to get trapped up here. I want to come down into sort of Europe and stuff. It could be quite nice. Maybe into Poland? Go down to Slovakia there. Could be an interesting drive. It's not very much per mile though. What's price per mile looking like? So yeah, Hamburg would be next best. Rostock. Kind of want to haul something a bit more interesting than that. I think Hamburg will do. I could come down into Trelleborg and then take the ferry, which would probably be a little bit faster. Or I could get in towards... what's this guy? Medical equipment into Bialystok. I'm not sure. Doesn't pay very much, but it's not bad per mile. And again, lots of bonus XP. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to take 5 tons of medical equipment into Poland. Should make for an interesting journey. Let's do it. External contract's not working. Unfortunately not, Mr. Catler. Yeah, because we had to backdate the game. At least I did. Blyat stock, that's it. Rush B stock. There it is. I think, what, is it in here, is it? I think it is. Let's see here. Freight market. There it is. Medical equipment going towards Blyat stock. Great minds think alike, apparently. It's true. There's a hive mind going on. Right, okay. I think I can just, again, pull what they call in the industry a highly illegal maneuver. And just reverse in and grab them. Looks like it's just on the far side of this reversing guy, which is nice. There they are. There we go. Just get lined up. There it is. Foot on the brake. Line up the wheel. Locking in. And away we go. Out to the front of the yard. Poor guy's having to reverse in a fucking tandem trailer. Articulated trailer. I feel sorry for him, I do. Somebody blocking the exit, or is this just... no, I think that's further into the yard, isn't it? I am, as they say, going the wrong way. Little bit of jackknifing, just drive into myself, why not? There we go. Lovely stuff. Right then. Is that guy running F1 tyres? No, I don't think they're quite Formula 1. There we go, round we go. And then on the road to Poland should be an interesting drive. I tend not to get into Poland very often, and that's when you get the really, really long haul orders. Like, because once you're as far, well, at least in my game, because I don't have Estonia and stuff unlocked, or at least purchased as part of the DLC. Like, once you go as far east as you can, that's when you get the really big orders that take you across to, like, the France TM. Thank you very much there to That One Machine, another month. Love the streams. Thank you very much, sir. Good to have you in. Glad you are enjoying them. I might, just while we're coasting here, if I can find, like, a straight bit, I just want to turn my music up just a tiny, teeny, weeny bit. I think that's going to be okay there. I think I've got the turn going nicely. That's a bit more audible, isn't it? And I didn't die a deadly death. There we go. We've let this lovely person come round, which is nice. Salamandra. It's a good username, that. Get cheap cigarettes. What, for the authentic truck driving experience? Love the tunes. Thank you very much, Tactical Racer. Yes, this is Space Trip 2, a chillwave synthwave retro mix by Asthenic. I can never say his name properly. One thing you always wonder, why do American trucks have these big hoods compared to the European ones? I don't know why American trucks tend to have bonnets. Literally no idea. Was nice driving with you, dude. I will sit this one out, though. No worries, mate. And you've got an emo of your truck. Look at that. Mr. Austin Phoenix, thank you very much. Apologies for getting you to turn the wrong way. Big Kappa. Yeah, Betty Davis Eyes, you recognise this. This is a remash of that. Yeah, that's absolutely, you've recognised the tune there. Ooh, big boot full of brake. I'm carrying on here, though, apparently. Why is Dad always driving around 24/7 now? It's a good question. Am I Dad? I don't know. I hope not. Big sad. Ooh, I can't reach the indicator. There it is. Pull in here. Good stuff. Right, let's have a look then. So we're going to Gdynia? I'm not sure. Is it still possible to get whitelisted on the Rusty Gusset still? Not my department, Mr. Kenny. I'm not sure. I'm not handling the whitelists this time round. Why is my steering wheel on? It's on the right side. It's you Europeans that smell funny. I don't know. No, I don't know. I just prefer the UK. As a UK man, although albeit without a UK driver's license, I do not have... Right, so it's kind of my preference, isn't it? I should really give that a boot full of brake before I get into trouble with the law. I feel old because I remember dancing to Betty Davis Eyes. Unfortunately, I'm old before my time, so I don't recognise that. I didn't used to listen to that song much. I think it was on sort of in the school run for me. Definitely not something I was dancing to. I always used to find that music sort of crap when I was listening to it in the car, being taken to school and whatever, but I've got a newfound appreciation for it. The right side on the right side of the road. You're 52, Alan. Jesus, blimey. Well, thank you very much for dropping in. Good gracious me. It'll be wide there. There'll be wide. White lines are a guide. White lines are a guide. There it is. Downloading the game now for the last convo we had here. Ah, no worries. Good stuff, mate. So yeah, like I said, I tend not to drive in Poland very often, so we are currently in Poland country. Japan drive on the left side too, do they? Oh, lovely. Come around this guy, king of the road. Back in over here. Good stuff. Change up a little bit, take some of the strain off the engine. Very nice. I've been playing video games since 1977, but this Twitch thing is still new to me, is it? Blimey, O'Reilly. I was going to say, forgive me for saying, but I didn't think 52-year-olds use Twitch. That's like finding out my grandma did TikTok or something, you know what I mean? That's like, whoo, what's going on there? Mark this day in the book. OG gamer. It's true. He was there. Bad image. yeah, bad image. Bad touch. Q's grandma does TikTok confirmed. It's true. Technology is not just for you kids. Apparently not. I remember trying to teach my granddad how to use a mobile phone. I tried to teach him to use a laptop, and getting him to getting him to try and understand how a laptop trackpad worked was like I once had like a filling, like a cavity drilled out without any anaesthetic, and it was just slightly more painful than that, I think, in the long run. Trucky go vroom vroom, that's it. That's where we are, Drenthar. How you doing, mate? You in good form? I'm trying to teach my granddad how to use a VCR. Blimey, O'Reilly. Now there's going back. I'm guessing, as VCR sort of transcended now, is it kind of, because surely VCR is sort of old enough now, or a VCR set, that you're now more in the department of antiques. But you probably have to go to an antique shop to find a VCR. There we go. Change down a little bit more. Don't have any fast lanes here in Poland. Mother-in-law is 82, going full on iPad, smartphone, Twitter. What? Oh, Jesus. She's very in with the times. Technology's not getting away from her. Good grief. VCR, you can watch your Jane Fonda workout video. Jesus Christ. My VCR caught on fire. Well, the annoying things about VCR, and I suppose it's one of the things that you can, come to enjoy with regards to the online, I don't know what you call it, like streaming, video streaming and stuff like that, is that you don't have the whole, how to put it, you don't have your VCR chewing up and spitting out, and indeed your discs, your VCR chewing up and spitting out your tapes. You know how it did. It used to spew the guts of your tape out everywhere, and that was it. That was GG, man. It's GG. Should really go and fill up. Probably at the next petrol station. I can't remember when I first had my Xbox 360. I had an Xbox Arcade. Xbox 360 Arcade. I can't tell you how many copies of Modern Warfare 2 I went through over the years. Fast lanes in Poland? We barely have freeways, I guess. Fair enough. Stuff. My daddy's 67 and still plays games. Good on him. And my dad is pushing 50, I think 55. It's blimey, isn't it? Good God. He's an old man. He is. He plays a lot of sort of games, like not necessarily super old games, like your Tetris, Space Invader type things. He doesn't do that retro, but certainly sort of older games from the 2000s, Imperial Glory, Axis and Allies. He did a little bit of Sid Meier's Railroads. Because he's an anorak, he's a crank. He does train spotting as a hobby because he's a loser. So am I, to be fair. He plays a game called Hellfire, which is literally just like an online simulation of catching trains in the 80s, which is just. Well, I mean, as long as you enjoy it, right? doesn't stop me from absolutely poking hilarious amounts of fun at him. But yeah, what can you do? Have you seen the Trigion? I have to forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. Mod for ETS2? No, I have not. If Q's father's 55 and Q's 23ish, then Q is running behind on the grandkids. Me no grandkid. Me no kid gran. I don't know. I don't think I'd be a very good dad. I'm just not. I don't know. Don't let the voice fool you. I am not well grounded at all. I don't know. I'd like to think I'd be a good dad, but it's one of those things. It's not just a kid. It's not like getting a dog or a cat. It's like, it's very much, you have to look after a life kind of thing. Shush son, dad has to stream. It's true. The worst thing about it is that, I know that APL's got a kid, and the problem is that APL's someone who I watch on stream quite a bit. And you should definitely follow him, APL Fisher. Free plug. There it is. Yeah, he he says that all of the stupid shit that he did on the internet over the years is going to be there for his kid to watch, which is just well, yeah, he's right. He's actually right. I am going up here. Hashtag not sponsored. It's not sponsored. It's a free plug. There it is. Right, round the corner. Preferably not dying in the making, which is nice. Quebec, have you considered playing the single player with map mods? I had my longest trip in single player with the map mods. The trip was around 5,600 kilometers and took me 4 hours. Funny thing is, it was 15 kilograms of milk. 15 kilograms of milk across several countries, probably a few time zones as well. That's hilarious. Son needs to subscribe or no dinner. Can't hammer your kid for that. That's your kid's pocket money. You know what I mean? That's not a net earning. That doesn't contribute to the GDP. If you give your son 20 quid and then he pays you it back, that's not economic growth right there. Got to be an outside source of income. Profit, that's it. It's not profit though. That is an internal sale. It's a rebuilt of the Netherlands as a map mod. Ah, rebuild of the Netherlands. That's interesting. My experience of the Netherlands was very, very limited. It was Schiphol Airport, Amsterdam Central, and spending like 300 euros in 3 days because it's an absolute beast of a tourist trap. That is... Oh god, it's a train. Not often I get caught by these. I didn't realise these actually ran in the multiplayer. Right, we'll handbrake it up. Where's the train? Which way is the train coming from? There he is. Hello, matey. Cargo rail. It's nice of him to push on through. Good stuff. At least the handbrake. It's probably a good idea. There we go. In another universe, you're playing Train Simulator, and you are driving that train now. It has been a very long time since I actually played Train Simulator, and one of the main reasons for that is because I haven't done the engine settings. There's like engine settings that you need to do in the game, but I haven't done them for like ages, basically. It's been a very long time since I sorted that out. There we go. Yeah, like, because basically the in-game settings are all like locked under presets. Like, you can't individually configure, like, say, a motion blur or something. It all comes under the presets of medium, ultra, and whatever. Which means if you want to play on, you can't, for example, play on ultra quality without motion blur because it's all tied in under the ultra preset. Like, you cannot individually configure it. So in order to do individual configuring, you have to dive into the game's INI file and override certain engine settings. The thing that's really annoying is that the game engine that they use is actually incredibly unoptimized, which means... We're going to stop for petrol. Which means, if you, say for example, you fucking turn up the render distance a little bit, because you'll be surprised how little you can actually see on Train Sim World. And we're talking specifically about Train Sim World. You just can't see like anywhere near as far as you would normally be able to, which is a bit of a faff, to be honest. I could probably spend about £800 here, give or take. Oh, 771. Shows what I know about my truck, right? Let's pull out of here. Very nice. No one in the mirror. And back on the road. Very good stuff. Train Sim World, yeah, not the best train sim game. I played the original Microsoft Train Simulator, like the very first one. It only had like 5 railway lines on it. It had like... So what did it have? It had the Flying Scotsman line, the line that has the Orient Express. It had like a couple of Japanese lines and then Marias Pass. And that was it. You had the... I can't remember the name of the trains on them. There was like one high-speed electric, one like a couple of diesels, like a freight diesel line, the Marias Pass, which was always nice because you could always get... Marias Pass always had like insanely long trains on them, and there was like a part where like it was so steep that if you basically didn't get a run-up, you couldn't get up to the top. Especially in icy weather, it was really difficult. It had like 3 locomotives strapped together. My steering wheel feels very twitchy today. I don't know whether like it needs like a whether the firmware's like reset the settings that I put into it, but it feels like very little wheel movement is starting to have a little bit of an impact on the handling, which is interesting. We'll see. Train sim, truck sim. When do we get flight sim? I wouldn't know the first thing about flight sim. I really wouldn't. This brain is too crammed full of useless facts about FTL to even begin figuring out flight sim. Does this mod have civilian cars disabled? Yes, it does, Citrus, unfortunately. As far as I know, they couldn't find a good way to sync civilian sort of AI traffic between different clients. And they managed to do it with the trucks, but I don't know why they couldn't do it with the cars. I'm sure it was a technical limitation as opposed to a gameplay choice. Thank you very much there to Dead Wing Dexter there. Very, very well. A little bit too late on the turn there. Let's see. Will the game recalculate my route? No, it probably won't. So we're going to do what we call a highly illegal in the industry. And we don't have a articulated trailer. I don't even know if we've got enough room to do a highly illegal here. Oh, swing round. Big illegal. No policemen around. There we go. Lovely. Very nice. So we're going down here. There's you, man. What I get for waffling, eh? Tactical U-turn, that's the one. So slotting in behind our comrade here, our comrade in arms. There we go. Good thing we're not recording this so there's no evidence. That is SpongeGar meme right there. Lovely stuff. Try and pick up some power as we come through here. Very nice. Stalking the stalker. This is the biggest no you. Very good. Badass criminal. I don't know about that. What are you in for? Doing a U-turn? Because I missed my turning? Triple murder. Very nice. We actually have run out of music. But this road has slightly too much... I mean... No, there's a steep curve coming up. First he has to catch him. I think that's the real trick, isn't it? I think we've already hit the limit of 68 miles per hour here, so I don't think I'm going to be able to close the gap any more aggressively than I already have. Unless we take the racing line on the inside, I don't think that's very responsible there. And we're going to kiss the apex. Look in the right-hand mirror here. Taking the racing line. That's over the racing line. That's called clipping the grass. If this was like a rally stage. I just had a swig of water there, Bryce. Just a little bit off camera. Oh, look at this. Look at the racing line. Okay, we're going in for the slipstream. This is Warsaw. Lovely. I am left-hand laning here. Lovely stuff. That was called a highly illegal. Probably changed down a little bit there. Wow, Poland. That's it. We're now in Poland. More hydrate. We shall do more hydration then. We do Sage Chat's need for the water. My need for the water as well. Do the reach around on the steering wheel there. Change up gears. Very good stuff. Actually find the right place to put my water bottle down. Very, very good. Renegade truck driver. That is I. Send me. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight. Just chilling out. Boy, you using a Mercedes? Look at the steering wheel. Should tell you the secret. There it is. Smart. Big smart. It's a Renault. I can't type Reynolds. Can you not? Lovely business. It's the almighty Renault. Thank you. Finally another Renault fan. Had to happen sometime. Apparently I've been down this road before, but I can't say I have. Ooh, big burp. Can I type? I can type Ferrari though. Basically the same car company. One makes old-time classics, the other one... Well, the other one's Ferrari. Very nice. There's dozens of us, apparently. Use a Toyota. I don't think Toyota does lorries, does it? And I haven't seen any Teslas in the game yet. Renault is worse than MAN. That we could probably agree. Mercedes for the class. Lovely. Does Koenigsegg make trucks? I don't know. I don't even know. Merging into the left lane here. Get the indicator going. Cybertruck has first truck in the name. It's true, I guess. Ugh. I'll seat my glasses on my head a little bit better. Rubbing my left ear to oblivion. It's just soaring down the middle. Very nice. Scania all day, every day. Scanias are nice trucks. I can't knock Scania, to be fair. And they're driven less by angry yobs, which is always a preference, which is nice. Excellente. Swing round on the right here, taking it easy. Right then. Try Euro Truck with VR? Eventually, Mark, eventually. It's almost like you're not meant to be doing 57 mph down here. Almost. Can't imagine why. Renault and MAN are just as common as every other brand in the UK IRL. Oh, is that right? That's interesting. I wonder why though. Is it just because they're cheap or what? I wonder why they're so popular. I never remember Scania's badge because all of their trucks just have the name written on them in massive letters. It's true. Ooh, that's a tight turn. And Blyat stock is down here. Ooh. There we go. That's what she said, apparently. I got a dead arse. Butt flex. Butt flex. Get the blood back in there. Please. Oh, there it is. Okay. We've had a butt breathe. Briefly. I've ever flipped or rolled a truck. Yeah, every day. Literally all the time. Bit of cube noises. I do love that emote. Bubu, absolutely. I did say to Bubu, like, I don't know exactly what I want from that emote. Like, I've got a rough idea in my head, but nothing. I don't see it in my mind's eye. So I gave sort of a rough idea, and holy shit, did she knock it out of the park? I'm off for now. No worries, Durenthar. Have a lovely evening. Do sleep well. I shall try to. I had a pretty funny night last night because I woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning because I was really cold. So I just sleep in boxer shorts, as so many of us do. I don't wear the full button-up and nightcap. I wish I did that. Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol, I think, is what I want to go for by the time I'm 30. That sort of nightcap. But anyway, yeah, I sleep in my boxer shorts, and I woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning, so I was quite cold. I didn't have the blanket or the duvet on me. Have I talked to Bubu after she popped into Jaina's stream? No, I haven't, Ashtaroth. I didn't even know she'd popped in. But yeah, so if I can, I'm there at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't have, and basically we've got a king size duvet, and we've got a blanket, just a thin sort of blanket. It's just like a throw, and I was just like fucking, like, she'd managed to put like the fucking duvet on the floor, and she completely cocooned herself up in the blanket. All I had from the blanket, like, just covering my body in the freezing cold, it was just like the washing label. That's all I had. That's all she would give me. And fuck yeah, I tried to like, a boot full of break there. I tried to like just pull a little bit of blanket off of her, and she kind of just snagged it off of me in her sleep. And I was just lying there freezing cold at like fucking 4 in the morning, like, guess I'll die, you know. It's just teeth smashing each other to pieces. Ended up having to get out of bed, walk around, and fucking grab the duvet off the floor. She just kind of cocooned herself. Ognid Wedweb. That's it. You both talked to Bubu before you moved? Remember Ognid Wedweb? Yes. Ognid is good. That's why you have 2 blankets. It's true. Have as many blankets as humanly possible. Right, let us go for the main park. Right then, see if we can slide into the gap here. I'm behind you. Hello, Numdad. Not something I'd wish to hear late at night. But we're good to have you in. There he is. Good stuff. Bit of rain coming through. Yeah. No, that's not right. I'm changing the gears the wrong way. I want to be going this way. There we go. Now I want to be turning in quite sharply here. Very nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Woo! And then whip the steering wheel around and nearly snap my desk in half doing it. I've overcooked it, I think. Unless I can... Oh no, that's a big smell right there. I don't think I'm going to be able to save that. I think I'm going for a bumper car. I think I'm going to have to just line up here and admit defeat. I mean, unless... I'm never going to be able to save this, right? Surely not. Oh my goodness gracious me. Somehow, the gods were kind and they gave me that. Holy shit, no clip. No clip does help. There we go. Shitload of XP for all of the extra bonuses there, which is nice. Leveling up to level 19. We're going to get ourselves another point into high value cargoes. They're definitely the most common. And then, yeah, we're just going to keep on going, which is nice. Very, very good. So let's see what we can get in and around here. We've got a heavy, high priority order going right the way across France there. I probably want something a little bit more local. It's not really local, but it's not too bad. From going all the way down to Hungary. I've never actually, but this is as far sort of south and east as I can go with the current DLC I have. It looks like they've got Romania, Bulgaria and Turkey all the way down here. But I do not have those places unlocked. So I cannot go that far, generally speaking. But I think, well, I think this will make for an interesting drive. I imagine not much of it is going to be motorway from the looks of it. So let us take 17 tons of peas down that way, and then that should be us pretty much good to go. I can't think of anything else that we would particularly be keen on doing. Could take us slightly... I mean, a lot of these are very, very short. 17 tons of peas, apparently. Right, let's take these down there then. So we're going to take some peas, if it please. And apparently these are available from this depot, so let's do that if we can. Sounds very American, that's it. Looks good for 2012. Doesn't look too bad. I do have the super sampling turned up to 400%. One of the few games that you can actually get away with that. Oh no, this isn't the place to get... Did that order literally just rot off as I found it? I don't know whether that order literally just disappeared as I found it there. Just open the map briefly. Yeah, I think that order literally just disappeared as I selected it there. Resume delivery. Which depot is it coming from? Is it this one? Freight market. Well, these... No. Where is it coming from then? Which depot is it at? Transinet. Picking it up from Transinet. Okay. Where is it? Where's Transinet? It's behind me, is it? I haven't selected it though. Is it just... what, have I already... Oh, it is. Did I already select it? I thought I had to select it as a job order. Okay. Well, here they are. Next to the fucking trailer that I, like, kind of squiffly parked. Here we go. Now I'm paying the price. Kind of cheating a bit in third person here. Not that it's helped me. There we go. Round we are. And we shall lock in. Lining up the wheel. Right then. Off we go. Big karma, it's true. Right then, off we go. Just going to sort out our music here. Leave the autoplay on. Hopefully not crash into that barrier. There we are. Right then, hitting the road again. So how many tons? 17 tons of peas. That's going to be 28 hours in the making. It's going to take us a little bit of time. Shouldn't be too bad though. We could probably also pay off that loan as well while we're at it, which is going to be nice. Right then. Nom Dad in pursuit, that's it. Let's try and sort of burn some truck rubber.
Keep the change.
£10 there from Samuel, very, very kind.
Hey, love your vids. Have been watching your YouTube and Twitter for some time.
My YouTube?
Hope this helps.
I have a
2020 YCHLYFC. Your choice. Love your favorite Canadians.
Okay. Okay, it's very kind from the UK, but I'll take the love. It's very, very kind. Thank you, mate. I have a YouTube? The unofficial YouTube? I guess. Yeah, I guess it could be the unofficial YouTube channel. The YouTube is great. I've got a picture of my dad playing a VR roller coaster on there. I'm double broadcasting, am I? I don't think I'm double broadcasting. That'd be weird, Keck, wouldn't it, if I was accidentally broadcasting on YouTube? So what do you mean by double broadcasting? Do you mean I'm broadcasting in game? I'm confused. I nearly went off there. Pretty sure I never connected my YouTube channel to this. We can hear you speaking twice, echoing. Is that something you echo? Can you hear that, chat? Can you hear me talking twice? You might have two browsers open there, Monkey. You might have it open twice. No, it's all good, mate. Yeah, that's gotten me a few times as well. You're not alone. Very good stuff. I can hear you 6 times now. Oh, you need to close those browsers, my friend. Oh, God. Big lean! Big lean! Oh. We pray to the gods known as low centre of mass. Quebec squared, it's true. Quebec, do you like old Top Gear, the Grand Tour? I prefer the old Top Gear. Now, like, in terms of, like, literal preference between the two. Oh, God, no trains, no trains, no trains. Big, break your spine. There it is. Yeah, so in terms of, like literal difference between the two, there isn't actually that much, because the comedy was scripted in both original Top Gear and in the Grand Tour. But the comedy in the Grand Tour feels way more forced and scripted, if you follow me. Like in the old Top Gear, it like wasn't too bad, but in the Grand Tour, there's a lot of like just scripted segments. Lean, that's it playing. Not that I dislike the new Grand Tour either. I like the big road trips and stuff that they do, like the specials, if you like the ones with the motorhomes and stuff. That was quite nice. And I haven't watched the Seaman, the boats one. Haven't watched that at all. Still waiting on episode 2 of Seaman. I've not seen that yet. Only a year in the making. I know, right? If only Jeremy didn't do Big Punch. Apparently, yeah. It could have been handled internally with some disciplinary or something, but it basically got so much media attention that the BBC had to act on it. It could have just been handled in-house. It definitely didn't need to go the way that it went, but by the time that it gained so much media coverage, it was basically like, can a BBC presenter just punch a director and get away with it? And realistically, workplace violence is a big no-no. But if it hadn't got the press that it did, then it might have just been a case of, yeah, just quietly sort it out. Because it was a bit of corporate suicide by the BBC, because it was one of their most watched shows, and I think everyone in chat can agree that the new Top Gear is a hollow shell of its former self. Unless obviously you don't watch Top Gear, in which case you don't know. Is there any website where I can stream the Grand Tour? I don't know, Fascist. It's literally, for me, I've got Twitch Prime, So I just literally stream it through that. Yeah, exactly, RJ Snow. No, if I haven't watched the new Top Gear, yeah, I haven't really either. Apart from like the Beach Buggy special and stuff like that, I haven't watched it either. Amazon Prime is the only place, as far as I'm aware. There's probably like a couple of. I'm not going to endorse them, but I might say that there is the not the a dubious place that you could go with a torrent place that may or may not be related in some way to the phrase Yoho Doc. Yoho Doc. If you find variations of those words that may be associated with a certain other word that may or may not be describing the things that are said and places where a certain maritime individual may make harbour, then yeah, that would be the place that you could go, potentially. If it's still up, I don't know. Been there, done that, yeah, exactly. It's not code at all, exactly. But truth be told, I'm not very big on like series or anything like that. I'm not very big on like watching television shows and stuff like that. It's never been something that's really tickled my chin hairs. The only TV show that I watched, well, obviously I watched Game of Thrones, because I think most people watch that. What an ending. And by, of course, what an ending, I mean, what a fucking... I don't think this is going to be raised by the time I get there. Lift the barrier! No, okay. It's going to... That was a fucking gnat's pube, a flea's pube away from a collision. That's fantastic. I quite like the Game of Thrones ending. Nope, didn't like it at all. If you didn't like the end of Game of Thrones, there's a subreddit, and I know it's Reddit, and some people don't like Reddit, but there's a subreddit called r/freefolk, and that is like a great place to go if you're salty about the end of Game of Thrones. They still haven't quite got over it there. Makes for some interesting reads. I think I scratched the paint there. I think I probably wiped some of the flies off the front. it was that much of a close shave. Seemingly is great, by the way. The next episode is confirmed ready, but we don't know when Amazon will release it. Yeah, I don't know either. Someone is tailgating you. Yeah, there's probably someone in chat there. I tend to pick up a few retainers. That's alright. People are welcome to join in. Do a bit of driving. Cube Hydrate. Thank you very much, Truck. Or car, even. It's very covert. I'm just going to drop my water bottle here, because it looks like we've got a hairpin slalom coming up there. Under this railway bridge. Oh, God, that's a tight corner. Holy shitting hell. Goodness grey. I agree the Daenerys stuff is a bit silly, but other than that, it was quite a decent ending. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I think the Daenerys stuff is the thing that killed it, though, isn't it? And I think a little bit of the Arya stuff at the end was just kind of... If I were to summarise what I thought of the ending of Game of Thrones in a sound effect, it would be... I think that's fair to say. But yeah, otherwise not too bad. The only other television series that I've actually watched and really enjoyed, and it's kind of been a little bit weird since it changed gears, The Expanse. Very, very good sci-fi sort of series, which was nice. Although I will say that I much preferred it under Netflix. The Expanse was a bit of a weird one because it was originally under Netflix. What server am I on? I'm on server 1, Monkey. Simulation 1. So under Netflix, it was very... I really liked what they were going for. It was very much... I don't know, it was very much all about the proto-molecule and the politics and stuff like that. And I know obviously... well, I won't get too much into it, but I know obviously the main character is connected to the proto-molecule and all of that. But I don't know, like the latest season seemed very much less about the actual proto-molecule itself and just seemed... I don't know, it seemed a bit weird. There's definitely a change in the sort of the storytelling. Because I really liked the, I think, original 2 seasons that were done by Netflix. But then what happened was, for the people that don't know, Netflix dropped it. Netflix decided they weren't going to make any more. I don't know whether it's because it didn't have enough of a following at the time, but Amazon ended up picking it up. And a bit like Halo Infinity, when, you know, Halo is picked up by a new intellectual property owner, well, they're free to take it in the direction wherever they like, even if that means destroying the Magnum and making it look like something out of a fucking Call of Duty game. But what can you do? Not Netflix, it was Sci-Fi, was it? I'm not entirely sure whether it was Netflix that had it originally. There we go. I got through before it was red. Nobody saw that. It was first made by the Sci-Fi Network, I see. Well, the original creators then. They kind of had the direction that they wanted to go with it, but for then some reason didn't finish it off. Halo's still being done by 343? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's very much under Microsoft's thumb. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's definitely, the new Infinity has been a bit controversial for some of the old Halo diehards. I don't know whether I'm not necessarily critical of them trying to, you know, having them try and, you know, expand the horizons of Halo isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's always nice to have some fresh stuff. But, yes, well, okay, yeah, it's a little bit, a lot of people aren't very happy with the direction that they want to take it for Infinity. I don't know what the obsession is with games adding grapple wrist claws. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know why every game feels like their protagonist needs to have some kind of wrist-mounted grappling attachment for traversing the world. Like everything has them. Are you driving a Renault? How do I hide the steering? No, it's not a Renault. It's not a Renault at all. Prove it. Stole from Just Cause, basically, yeah. Got a bit of a lane merge going on here. Ren, yes, it's true. What's wrong with Renaults? Exactly, Prime, really. Exactly. Grapple equals cool. I don't know, man. I didn't like it. Do you know a game that I thought defeated the point when they added like a grapple mechanic? What was it? I forget the name of it. It was the Assassin's Creed game that was set in London. Old-time London. Like, surely half the point of Assassin's Creed is the climbing and the navigating and stuff like that. You're just robbing yourself of gameplay at that point, just grappling around. Odyssey, was it? Yeah, that was it. I hated the grapple in Odyssey. It was just like, literally... Or was it Unity? I don't know whether it was Unity or Odyssey. I think Odyssey sounds right. Or was it... I think Syndicate, is it? Syndicate was the one with London. Yeah, Unity was Paris. Unity was awful. I remember the fucking performance of... I'm going to just stay behind this guy. I remember the performance of Unity. It was god-awful. Like, it really was. When it first came out, it was appalling. Yeah, Odyssey's Egypt, I see. I haven't played any since Brotherhood, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't properly played them. I loved Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I really enjoyed the multiplayer on Brotherhood. I played it to death. Like, I was really good at Assassin's Creed Brotherhood multiplayer. As so many of us, it wasn't exactly hard, but that's the reason I liked it. Thank you very much there to Tactical Racer. Long live Quebec and long live Renault Trucks. There's a statement. Well, I appreciate your love for me and the Renault there. Very, very kind, sir. Thank you for the 3 months. Try and stay in lane while I read chat there. To be honest, Syndicate is incredibly underrated because of what happened to Unity, and since it was before Origins, the Egypt one, it kind of got stuck in the shadow of the two. Yeah. It's true. I think a lot of people liked the gameplay of like Brotherhood and stuff, but I think every time I hear somebody mention Assassin's Creed, they always give an honourable mention to Black Flag and the ship stuff, the naval stuff that was in it. Which I never played Black Flag, so I can't really comment. Unity is fixed and is actually really good now. It's probably too little too late. It's getting quite busy on this road. We've got a couple of trucks up and behind us. There's quite a lot of rain coming down now, so we're just going to increase the speed of the windscreen wipers. Black Flag should have just had that name and not had Assassin's Creed slapped on it. I suppose you're probably right there. Yeah, if this guy slams the brakes, I am... Well, my goose is cooked, I believe. Am I excited for Arma 4? Yes and no, right? So Arma 4 is like... So Arma 3, you got to appreciate what the differences between Arma 2 and Arma 3 were. and there really weren't that many. They just basically took the Arma 2 engine and just sort of brute forced it. That guy's got his right indicator going. They just kind of brute forced it into, like, the modern age, if you like that. They tried to keep the same sort of server architecture, the same framework and everything for Arma 3. And it was nice, but the problem is it didn't really innovate. But he's really picking up speed. Arma 3 didn't really innovate, which was a really big problem, because a lot of communities got really bored of the same recipe. What they really need to do is overhaul, especially like immersion and stuff like that, and particularly the game engine for the sake of performance. Because, and it's just a personal preference, if they take Arma 4, right, so keep the editor and stuff, the classic Arma editor that they're known for, with regards to, you know, the open nature of being able to create any missions, you know, a full feature mission editor and mission creator kind of thing, with its own programming language, and combine that with the immersion of realism of Squad. So take basically Squad and give it like a fucking really good, like, ability to create, like, you know, like with like AI, and give it like really good back-end moddable access and stuff like that, and just let people go to town with it. I think if you're going to make a milsim, that can't be the wrong way to go. A lot of people don't like Squad's gunplay, but something like that, so something that's attempting to be hyper realistic, I think that's the direction to take Arma 4. Going very, very fast through here. That is a huge wall, Citrus. I don't know whether... Oh, I'm slowing down. I'm going to just run that light a little bit there, just so your man is just so your man had time to stop. There we go. Still pulling away there. Personally, I think Black Flag is underrated to the point that I get mad at people saying it's the best Assassin's Creed. The story is literally you time skipping years between quests, and you meet NPCs like Blackbeard. They go, do you remember all of our adventures in those years? We had so much fun, and then they die in the next scene. Yeah, to be fair, that's pretty crap storytelling. Can't please everyone, it's true. Another red light. Coasting on in here, just going to give it a little bit of break. This will be our last run of the evening, by the way, if people are wondering. We won't be doing another delivery after this. We will be calling it an even on, which is nice. Assassin's Creed story is crap. No, I quite liked Brotherhood. I did like Brotherhood. The original holds a special place in my heart, not necessarily through story, but like it was a bit like throwing knives, man. Just such a rare commodity. The Desmond arc was really good. I quite liked, yeah, I did quite like Brotherhood. I've got to admit, I was a fan of Brotherhood, not least because of the multiplayer. But story-wise, I didn't mind it. I found... I tell you what Assassin's Creed Brotherhood really didn't need was all of the stuff outside of the Animus. I feel like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood spent probably too much time outside of the Animus. Because you don't care about outside of the Animus. I know it's like it was important for the storytelling, but you want to be in the Animus for as much as possible. You had fun killing my ancestors? It's true. It's true, I did. It's terrible, but it's true. There we go. The start was so boring. It was, yeah. Oh man, I totally fell asleep cradled by your sweet voice. Thank you very much, I think. It's alright. I can literally sort of talk people to sleep. I do love the sound of my own voice. In fact, while I was talking to Echo tonight, he actually came up with a perfect turn of phrase to describe my voice. He said I could talk a dog out of a meat truck. Which I thought was just... I've not heard that one before. It might be as common as anything, but it really made me laugh. You should narrate a book. I should narrate my own book. Call it Joe's Guide to Mannerisms. And yeah. Still waiting on the Q Bedtime Story ASMR app. It's true. I should do like my own version of Headspace. But instead of actually being like a decent meditation app, it should just be me making like weird mouth noises and then going yes every now and again. Yeah. Cube noises. The ASMR app. Cube Space. Ah, there it is. We got our name. Tagline it. Get to the Peyton's office. We are now crossing into Slovakia, I think that is. I don't know what that is. Can we have a deepfake Cube AI that reads everything for us? It's true. I'll see if we can get on that. I didn't even notice the new emote, Matt Hold. Yep, that's it. Cube noises. It's very nice. The screen's very grayscale. I know it's grey out. It's actually been pissing it down with the rain the whole time we've been out. I did turn up the chance of encountering rain because I felt my windscreen wipers were sullen and underused. So yeah. Spitfire there. What was that? I know it's a fucking... Was that an IL-2, is it? I'm not sure what that was at a pinch there. I think that was an IL-2 I just drove past. Thank you very much there to Agent Sinker for the tier 1 sub. Welcome, welcome. Oh, big lean. Big lean. A Russian Spitfire. It did kind of look like a Spitfire, but I was like, would there be a Spitfire here? I suppose under the Lend-Lease program, but we were kind of desperate for Spitfires ourselves, to be honest. I know that the Americans offloaded a load of their shitty Aerocobras to the Russians. And I suppose if you've got nothing better to use, then why not use them? Quebec sat-nav. Could do that. Where am I driving to and from? I'm driving from Blyatstock, because I don't know what else to call it, to someplace in southern Hungary. Tomcat. Hello, mate. Right. I'm going to be slowing down here. As long as I've got my pedals in the right place. There we go. Big brake. Not going to be happy with that one. I was going to say the motor pool then. That's not quite at war these days. There we go. Quebec Audible Narrator would purchase. Oh, there you go. Got a career as an Audible narrator, apparently. I don't know what's so sultry about it, genuinely. Like, people say that my voice sounds like amazing. I have no idea what people like about my voice, because like it's the only voice I've ever had. I don't know what it is, whether it's like the bass, the rumbliness, the mannerism, the accent. I've got literally no idea. It's just a voice, isn't it? The deep soothing tones. I've literally got no idea. It's just my voice and all my life. It's like it doesn't sound posh to me. I know it sounds posh to other people, or at least well spoken. I'm not sure. Didn't Gassy Mexican actually do a commercial? He probably did. I have no idea. People say my accent is amazing. To me, when it's just meh, it's just us being used to it. I guess so. Your voice slaps the bass, does it? It does. I do owe a lot of it to a decent microphone and the voice synthesizer that I use to make my voice sound deeper, because otherwise I sound like this. Q is Squeaker, confirmed 2K20. It's like a deep BBC narrator. Oh, it's nice. It's quite baritone, I believe. I'm also... Ah, right. What mic am I using? This is a Rode NT USB. I've tried a few microphones on my journey throughout Twitch. I started off using a Blue... No, actually, when I very first started using Twitch, I didn't even have a studio microphone at all. I had a Mad Catz something. I don't even remember. Mad Catz has like a headphone line, and the microphone on it was actually really good. Like for like a all-in-one gaming headset. Like the microphones tend to be really skimpy and crap, but it was actually really, really good. So oh god, taking the racing line there. Yeah, so I actually used that for a little while, and then my first proper microphone was a Blue Yeti, and the Blue Yeti was actually really good, and I got a fair bit of mileage out of it. The one thing that really let down the Blue Yeti, and it's one of the things that's actually letting this Rode NT USB down, is the build quality on a very specific part, the 3.5mm audio jack that allows for instant audio feedback. That's a very specific thing, and I'll explain what that is. So you may remember, or you may, if you've ever tinkered with the Windows sound settings, you may have come across a setting that allows you to hear your voice back in your microphone. Now, when you enable that on your processor, what you probably found was, or when you enabled it in the sound settings, that when you hear your voice back, it's actually like just a fraction of a second behind. And so it sounds really weird because it sounds like you're talking over yourself. The Rode NT USB and the Blue Yeti, and even the AT2020, I used one of them for a little while, They all have a little 3.5mm audio jack that allows you to hear your voice back with 0 latency, which means I'm hearing my voice back through my earphones, and it's not weird. It doesn't sound like I'm talking over myself, because the instant I say the word, I hear the noise back through the microphone. And it has the benefit of being able to hear how loud you are in relation to stuff in the game, and whether you're actually coming through loud and clear, which is nice. It does have its benefits. So some people don't like it, but I found it to be very helpful. Yeah, you can hear yourself without becoming a stutterer. Exactly right, Matt. And so, the problem with the build quality on all of these microphones is that the 3.5mm audio jack tends to be very, very cheaply made. And the problem with that is that it breaks a lot, and it does break an awful lot. It's very frustrating, because once it breaks, unless you have solder equipment, which I don't, it basically means you have to get a new microphone. And the audio quality, especially on the Blue Yeti, was fine. I mean, it retails for like, what, $89.99? Like, for a desktop, tabletop studio mic, that is, like, fine. That's adequate. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really need anything more than that. And it works really well. In fact, the only other drawback, if I was to pick one out of thin air about the Blue Yeti, was that it's too big. There's not 90% of the mic arms and stuff on Amazon cannot hold the weight of a Blue Yeti. It's like a hefty 2-3 kilogram thing, and they tend to find that the springs and stuff tend not to be able to hold it. There's like one microphone stand, the Rode PSA-1 or whatever it is, that can hold it. Really good mic arm, fully endorsed, no sponsor. But yeah, it's a really good mic arm, and I've used it pretty much throughout my entire, since I've had a boom arm mic. I've pretty much used that stand the whole time. I'm going to head off for my test. No worries, Fascist Penguin. What do I get for reading chat? Oh, and again. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what... Cube Blind is true. That's basically what microphone I use. So I started off with a Blue Yeti, and then I literally got through about 6 Blue Yetis because of the audio jack problem. And then I moved on to a... What did I move on to after that? I moved on to like a Sennheiser microphone, I think it was. It was a Sennheiser Mark III. What position is your mic arm without having the mic in your face or blocking your view? So I have it mounted on the left-hand side of my desk, and it comes across like a big microphone mustache. So the top of the microphone is pointing towards my right shoulder. With the Blue Yeti, I couldn't do anything like that, so I had to hangle it. I had to dangle it down in front of me like some kind of fucking big old knob hanging down in front of me face. It was really annoying. I used to basically cover one eye while I was playing. Yeah, dangle it. That's how it was before. I know I want to be on this road. Ceiling mic, yeah. Do you not find that sort of obscures keyboard vision? No, actually, because my keyboard is actually quite far back on my desk. And I've got quite a large desk, so if the microphone's quite close to my mouth, which it is, like if I lean in a little bit, that's my lips sensually touching the splash screen on it. Or the mic cover. So I tend not to find it obscures vision because this microphone's quite good. It's got quite a small form factor. So I can't really complain about that. ASMR time, apparently. I used several Blue Yetis. I used a Blue Yeti Pro for a little while, like the more expensive version. But it doesn't make any fucking difference because it would make a difference if I was doing proper acoustic stuff like that, but for streaming I don't think that Twitch actually encodes the audio that the Blue Yeti Pro was actually able to get, so it was a bit of a waste. But I used it for a little while, but again died of the same 3.5mm audio jack defect, which was very frustrating. But yeah, then I used that Sennheiser Mark III, and that was okay for a time, but without the instant audio feedback, because it didn't have a 3.5mm pass-through, I couldn't tell how I sounded in relation to the game and stuff, and I had a lot of problems where I'd literally do a whole live stream, and then by the end of it realised that the background was too loud compared to me, and nobody could really hear me. I was really quiet, unless chat told me, of course, but you couldn't really get an accurate gauge. So that was always a little bit annoying. Then after that I used an AT2020 for a while, and that was nice. And what you do tend to find between all of these different audio manufacturers is that your audio footprints, yeah, between your audio footprints, you like every little company, you know, your voice sounds a little bit different based on how the audio is compressed and, you know, the diameter of the, you know, the diaphragm in the microphone and stuff. I just had a cube drink there, or cube hydrate. I've done it. Don't worry, chat. We've ticked that box. So your voice tends to sound a little bit different. Now, I used the AT2020. I used the Sennheiser Mark III. I used the Blue Yeti. And I was using the AT2020 for a little while, and then Jane got a Rode NT USB, courtesy of our very own Ashtaroth in chat there. And after, because I lived with Jane in Stoke-on-Trent for a little while, and I actually did a little bit of streaming using that very microphone, and Jane told me that I actually sounded a little bit better through it than on my previous mic, the AT2020. And one thing became another, and I ended up using it as my permanent mainstay microphone. Which was very, very nice.
Yeah.
So that's the one that I'm currently using. But again, the problem is that, like, the 3.5mm audio jack, it's very, very easy for it to get loose and wobbly, and it means that, like, you kind of have to do that thing where it's like you're dialing in an old radio, where you kind of have to twist it in the jack to try and get the contacts to sort of reapply to the male end of the audio jack. It's very annoying. Yeah, thank you very much there to Lorex, or Lawyerex, I'm not sure yet. Lorax, we'll call you. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, mate. I did see the hot air balloon, it was quite nice. Do want to be left-hand lane here. We'll change on over.
Oh,
good stuff.
yeah.
And Tiger as well for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome, welcome. Change down a little bit here because I don't want to go flying off. Probably a little bit too high of a gear to be changing into for this hill. Let's see if I can actually get some horses up here. There we go. Really lost a lot of speed in that corner. I kind of came in at the wrong gear there. Where am I from in the UK? I am going to say Birmingham, and I'm unfortunately not going to narrow it down any more than that. I like my privacy. Are we there yet? We're getting there, we're getting there. Lovely stuff. Through here, don't need any petrol. Can I have your postcode, NIN and card details? Yeah, sure, man. In a DM. I was wishing Hampshire gang, but no, I'm from Birmingham. You're from Birmingham, are you? Big capper. We do have a few Brummies in. I know there's somebody from Blockswitch. I forget. You have to forgive me. I've got a brain like a flea. Can't remember the name of the chap that's from Blockswitch, but he does hang out here sometimes. I think you're confusing my parents' credit card number with my mother's maiden name. I think that's the one you want, isn't it? Hampshire gang, that's it. Hello, George. Good to see you, mate. Sorry, I think you've been lurking for a little while there, but howdy do? Just probe every Specsavers, it's true. All of those will do nicely. Good stuff. I've missed my turn in. That's what I get for reading chat. Okay, well, apparently we're going to be doing some kind of funky-ass U-turn. You're from Sutton Coldfield, you poor sod. Sutton Coldfield's quite nice. It's a bit of an old fogey factory, isn't it? Where all the old people are. I wonder if I'll be able to do like a cheeky, there's an illegal U-turn coming up, it's true. The fucking Darren's read his crystal ball. He's pressed his nose into the wind, and the scent of an illegal U-turn has adorned his nostrils here. Yeah, the game does want us to double back on ourselves, which is a bit of a faff, because I don't know how far it's going to make me go before there's a gap in the central reservation. I'm going to switch to the outside lane here, just in case there is a gap in the central reservation that I can go to. Ooh, that was big lean. Big lean. Okay, so yeah, so the game wants me to kind of come back on myself here. Wants me to come down here. There we go. Just a little bit liberal with the brake. Let me see if I can forge my convoy a path back to civilization here. Let's have a look. I think I can go left here, because the game probably wants me to go straight on, but I think I've actually changed down so I'm doing more than 4.5 meters a year. I think I can just change over here and then go up this way. There's Mr. Uncle Iroh here. I think this puts me back on the straight and narrow, ready to take that turn in again. There it is. Blind leading the blind. So, are you working a wheel and pedals IRL? I've got the Thrustmaster T150 and the pedal attachment for that steering wheel. So yes, that's what I'm using at the moment. I've got a dead arse, man. It's deflated. Would you believe? Lovely. Okay. Yep, just a little bit back down the way we came, back across the bridge here. And then back towards the actual place that we were meant to turn off in the first place. Am I using a flappy paddle to shift up and down? Yes, I am, sideways. Partly the problem is with using like a fucking manual transmission here is that like I don't have enough gears. So like I'm currently on gear 16, and you will struggle to find a racing wheel H shifter that lets you do that many gears. You need to clap those dummy thick cheeks. You've been hanging around Catlet too much. There we go. So this time, with all of the best will in the world, we'll try and see if we can actually catch our turn off here. Just south of Budapest at the moment. Let's see where the game wants us to go. Why, is Digby playing Euro Truck as well, is he? Astronut. Good to see you, by the way. A lot of people have been playing Euro Truck recently. Fucking Sheep started playing it as well. It's good. Or what's Digby playing, even? Digby's playing ETS2, is he? God, is he playing the multiplayer? The poor sod. Come on. Up we go. Commands need an update. That they do, to be fair. Thank you. It's one of those things I shall put on the list and forget about it for many years. Not to mention Soviet is on there, is he? No, good stuff. The Synthwave Mix Hazy Vision has just come on. Just started using a keyboard. Oh, right. Poor son. Using a keyboard. Imagine. Very nice. You're going to do any more Armour Anti-Stasi without Soviet fucking things up? I think we're having a bit of a break from Anti-Stasi. I'm not sure. If we do Anti-Stasi again, it will probably be on Tanoa, which should be nice, if you know what that is. The only thing that was really annoying about Anti-Stasi Tanoa, I actually beta tested a little bit of it with Catlet recently, and the AI cannot handle Tanoa's bridges. It's very annoying, but the whole jungle warfare thing is going to be very nice. Because I do like jungle warfare, and it should make for an interesting dynamic when fighting against NATO. Syndicate's great. I love Syndicate. Digby is playing Postscriptum. Soviet plays DayZ. I do like Postscriptum's one. The problem I have with like games like Squad and Postscriptum is that they're not very casual. Like they're very kind of all go all of the time kind of games. Like if you play Squad or Postscriptum, you pretty much have to be on comms. And it's like, if you just want to chill out playing a game at 11 o'clock at night, like, you can't really play that, because, 9 times out of 10, if you want to join a squad that's actually doing something, then you actually need to be on comms and talking kind of thing. Which, some people like that, and for the immersion and for the squad play, that's I mean, you can't play a game called Squad and not enjoy the squad play. That is what it's about. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, God, it's just not very casual. There was I think there was a game that came out recently that's kind of like sort of a bit like, or has the graphical fidelity of Postscriptum, but is a bit more open to the casual player. Hell Let Loose, I think? I know nothing about it, whether it was any good, or whether it is any good, whether it's even out, I don't know. But Hell Let Loose, if it is indeed a little bit more casual, is certainly looks good. Yeah, it is quite a serious game, Car, you are right. There we go, round on the right. Hell Let Loose is awesome. I'm glad it's doing good. Hell Let Loose is still in EA, but it's doing quite well. There's a shock. YouTube has decided to pause my playlist. Let me see if I can line the wheel up as straight as I can there. And just tab out and just turn it back on. There it is. And I'm not dead. There's a shock. If it's EA, then microtransactions, it's true. Could equally be Ubisoft as well. Yes, Electronic Arts, the sort of EA, it's very very big meme, isn't it? Because it basically is just EA stands for Early Access. It's like, because the whole EA Sports thing is like really good. EA Sports. It's in the game. It's like it's not in the game. It's in the $4.99 loot crate that you can get online with your battle pass. It's true, isn't it? It's big sad. It's a shame the state of gaming, really. I've got to be honest, I'm not looking forward to any games. I'm really not looking forward to any games. There's nothing on my radar at the moment. Yeah, EA Sports, it's in the store. That's a very tight hairpin, holy shit. Expensive access, it's true. If you want to watch an interesting video, watch Ubisoft Downgrades. If you search on YouTube, Ubisoft Downgrades, you'll find it's just literally in the title, and it shows you the shit that Ubisoft marketing department pull, where they will, like, at the E3 conferences, they will show like an incredibly polished, graphically beautiful gameplay trailer, and then the actual game that gets released. And then you can see like the difference in like the graphics quality and like world building and stuff. It's pretty sad, if I'm honest, that's where gaming's at. But I think gaming companies kind of realise that they don't actually have to make a good game. All they have to do is sell it to you. As long as they can get more than 2 hours of playtime on Steam, then you forfeit your right for a refund. So as long as they make as long as they can make just 2 hours and 1 minute of actual decent playable content, then that's all they need to do. People will buy games no matter what. It's true. I mean, just look at the hype around. I mean, we can always talk about infamous, I should say, No Man's Skies, if we want to talk about how marketing can just sucker people in. Here we go. Mark Zuckerberg. They're covering up abuse and sexual harassment, are they, crazy glitch? I know Riot Games, the League of Legends company, is having a bit of a spat with ex-employees about sexual harassment allegations at work. Can people not just be normal and like decent and not be misogynistic? Is it too much to ask? Ooh, big break. Sorry, nobody saw that. No damage, so it didn't happen. Fake news. Does appear like it's too much to ask. There we go, try and reverse it. I think I'm a little bit too far over here, but we'll see if a quick flick of the wheel there is enough to get us back on track. It certainly is. Tie it down, and there we go. You have bumpers, it's true. No, I want to fart in people's faces. Right, it's true. There it is, 21 grand in the bank. Quite a lot of money, actually, for that. Decent amount of XP. Quite long haul. Very, very nice. A good portion of the way into level 19. Can't really argue with that. Okay. Well, I think we're going to call that there for the evening. We're going for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Saves up for the half an hour of faffing at the start of the stream, so it brings us about to the 2 hour mark. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. So a little bit off my usual radar. I tend to play a bit more sort of FTL and stuff, but I was feeling quite tired tonight, just wanted to do a bit of a chill stream, so I appreciate you chilling with me, and hopefully you've enjoyed in and of your own right. Big drink I will do. Very chill stream. I'm glad people enjoyed it. One of the best streams I've been in, not gonna lie. Jesus. Yeah, didn't think I was that good. So high praise indeed. I pat myself on the back. There we go. Good lad. Chillaroonie. Is he? Much enjoyed. I'm glad people enjoyed it. Celebratory cube hydrate. Just a small amount of illegal stuff. It's like my Star Citizen gameplay. Just a tiny amount of illegal stuff. It's fine. But yeah, I'm going to be buggering off for the evening. So thank you everybody for lending me your eyeballs this evening. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. Have you ever been to Quebec? No, I've not really been outside the UK, to be honest. I've only been to Amsterdam, and if you want to say, outside the UK, strictly speaking, the Republic of Ireland. I've been to Dublin, which was a beautiful, beautiful place. So yeah, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go and chill with my lovely girlfriend. Barotrauma with APL. I will have to see Citrus. That could be quite interesting. Ah, yes, the Quebec law. That's it. So yeah, I'm going to bugger off. So let me Alt F4 out of the game here. Get Cube Thonk screen. There it is. And then let's see who is online to borrow your eyeballs. I could pass you on for some more ETS2 gameplay with Mr. Digger's Tath Wouter. Let's do that, because he's probably a million times better driver than me. He is actually playing the multiplayer as well. I wonder if he's on Simulation 1. We could have boot snoots or something. I could have crashed into him in a terrible way. So yeah, I think I'm going to pass you on to Digby. Alt F4 to win, that's it. So do feel free to send in my love. Hopefully you'll pick up a few pointers on how to actually drive in this game. And yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow for some more chill streams and stuff, which should be nice. Trust me, he isn't really that better. We'll find out, I'm sure. So yes, send Digby my love. I will catch you all tomorrow sometime, and yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye.